3, 2, 1, hit it, and we are live. Little tip here. Clap your hands when you do a hangout. If you guys are doing a hangout, everyone stand up right now and clap your hands. Okay. There's a couple of reasons why you want to do that. If you are doing evergreen hangouts, and this is an evergreen hangout, which means that we are going to be sharing it with you, and you will be able to share this with others because this addresses one of the biggest problems that we have, which is email marketing. So I got distracted because I had another video that was open, and I'm pausing that so that we don't get another one that's going on here. So we have a room filling up here, and I'm very, very excited to have all of you come out here, and I'm just doing a little bit of admin stuff that's going on here. I'm being joined by Sue Witten. Sue Witten is a home-based business expert. She is in, what time zone are you in?
Central.
You're in Central Time Zone.
Yeah.
We've known each other for several years. We're part of the 21-day blogging challenge that I'm going to be talking to you guys about later. And she is also a new grandma.
Yes.
And so you've been doing home-based business for quite some time. And you are the type of person that works from home. You make a living from home. You used to be a realtor, and you've now migrated into this home-based business world. I promised people we were going to have a 3-minute introduction, and we got 2 more minutes of storytelling, and then I'm going to go into a very, very intense PowerPoint. Tell us a little bit about your story. Camera's on you, Sue.
Wow. Well, you pretty much said where I'm at for now. I've had some brick and mortar businesses try that out, and they worked out really well. But in this time of life, no. It's time to be online, and email marketing is something that I really need to learn about. So I'm glad that we're on this hangout here. And I've had a lot of success and learned a lot from the different organizations I've been with, but never quite as much as what I've learned from you, Vic. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love teaching, and sometimes I teach a little bit too much. So this is going to be one of those times where by the end of this hangout, your brain will be filled. So we have a number of other guests joining us tonight. They have kids, they have closing calls, they have all kinds of stuff that's going on. Here in California, it's 5 o'clock. In the East Coast, it's 8 o'clock. And we have sent out a lot of email invitations, so we're going to have more people showing up here. So what I want to tell you a little bit about my story. I've been doing email marketing for the better part of maybe 16 or 17 years. In fact, even longer than that. Before there was email marketing, we were doing fax broadcasting. On the island of Maui, my partner Chris and he would write the marketing and I would do the faxing. I was always the tech guy. I do the mass blast stuff. We created this thing called the fax directory. Very simple idea. We went to the yellow pages and we took out all the fax numbers. We put them in a database. I wrote this software that would blast faxes out to everyone. And what we did is we sent the businesses a list of all the fax numbers for all the other businesses. Well, that was like a great service. And then people said, well, how do I advertise? We said, well, we're glad you asked. We will, and so that's how we made money. So we had advertisers that would sponsor their businesses, and we'd fax out the new directory of all the fax numbers. And this is when fax was first starting out as a medium. And we could take, this was an actual Apple II computer hooked up to a telephone line that would electronically be delivering bulk faxes to a small island. And that's where I got my start in understanding how this works. So I don't know if it's anyone who's watching us tonight, if you've been in email marketing longer than me, I challenge you. I would love to meet you. Call out, write your name and comments and websites down below. Big shout out to my friends over at Live Fire for providing us with an interactive chat in experience. And unlike other webinars, you can go ahead and put links to your website. You can promote yourself. Do whatever you want down below this video and share that with your friends. Now, you're also going to notice a PDF in the upper right-hand corner. That is my Search Triggers PDF, how to rank #1 in all the search engines. But as you'll soon discover by this webinar, doesn't matter if you rank in all the search engines, if you have no way of reaching your customers, you will not be making money online. And so I'm going to show you a couple of challenges that we're having with email marketing today. And on that note, I'm going to begin the PowerPoint. So Sue, I'm going to rely on you to be able to see my screen. Tell me if you see my screen.
I can see EarthGrid, yes.
Okay, great. We're trying a new way of doing the screen share where I'm presenting to everyone, and I'm going to bring up my PowerPoint here and begin with a slide, and I'm going to start the slideshow. So are you seeing the slideshow?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. This is probably the cleanest transition we've had yet. Okay, so hey everybody, Vic Grant here, and I'm going to be sharing with you tonight how to solve your email and spam problems forever. In this short presentation, you will walk away with an amazing amount of value, knowledge about the industry, and this is all current, and these are current stats, okay? So without any further ado, we're going to go right into it. Now, others avoid spam. I embrace it, okay? That's the mindset I want you to have, is everyone is trying to avoid spam. And have you noticed that whenever you try to avoid something, you get more of it? So here's my challenge to you guys. Please spam me. That is my spam email address. It has 75,547 messages as of this morning when I made these PowerPoints. So go ahead and take that email address, and if you guys have an autoresponder or a sequence or anything about your marketing or your business, just pop my email address in there. You have my full permission. How's that for an interesting? Have you ever heard anyone tell you that before? And for me, it's really not a problem because I know how to manage it. And I'm going to teach you how, because I am a top producer. Everybody put your hand on your chest. We're going to make a declaration, and you say, I am a top producer. Sue?
I am a top producer.
Are you a top producer?
I am.
That's it, period. Okay. So top producers have a different mindset. Okay, we're going to go into that mindset right now. So why am I qualified to talk to you guys tonight? Well, because my big list this morning has 169,346 unique contacts in 245 groups. I am a professional email marketer. Everyone asks me, how did I generate it? Well, let me give you the answer. I used free tools, free offers, inbox extraction, and those of you who join our team with the top producer formula, you will have the opportunity at the end of this webinar to register for that. I will give you my inbox extraction tool that I use. This is one of the most useful tools that I have ever found. Now, guess what? If you send me a spam, victor@eml.cc, I get tons of people that opt in and send me email. Guess what I do? I extract all those people and I put them in my list. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple of and dispel a few myths in email marketing. Did you know how many classes of email systems do you think there are? There are 3 classes of email systems. What everyone believes to be true, which is simply not true, is opt-in. Okay, opt-in is what 99% of the internet marketing world is using. Let's say 98%. The 98% who are not making any money with email marketing are the people who are using opt-in systems. Why? Because you're paying per lead captured. These are fantastic for follow-up, but they're terrible for solo ads and other things like that. Then the second one is my favorite, which I call Pro. Now, Pro is not something you're probably ever going to hear about from anyone who's in the internet marketing industry, because they keep these things private. Basically, these services, you pay per email delivered. Doesn't matter whether you have 1 million leads, 100,000 leads, or in my case, 170,000 leads. You pay based on how many emails you send, not how many people who are in your list. That's what the pros do. Okay, and we're going to go into why this is the best thing. Now, there's a new kid on the block called Proxy. And in JVZoo, there was a launch last week with Email Jeet and a bunch of other ones that are all hitting the marketplace. I've been using Group Mail Pro now for several years. Basically, this is called use a laptop from Starbucks, okay, where you sit down in Starbucks and you're sending out blasts of emails through some sort of a server like Amazon and stuff like that. Guys, this stuff is one of the reasons why you guys are having so much problem with your email. So I like Pro the best. And let me tell you why. It gives you the best stats, best reports. You can organize groups easily. There's no need for an opt-in. You can import freely, and you can buy lists from a broker. Now, everyone always asks me, isn't opt-in required? No. The law says opt-out is. Opt-in has never been required, and it never has been passed into law. There's plenty of laws governing email marketing and email spam. This CAN-SPAM app basically says you have to have a legitimate address, you have to have a legitimate business, and if it's commercial, you have to include your street address. If it's non-commercial or a follow-up letter, you only need to provide an opt-out. Okay? So let me repeat that. If it's a relationship-based email, you do not need to provide a street address. You only need to provide a vehicle for opt-out. If it is unsolicited, then you must provide a street address. Now, the other thing that opt-in services do not usually give you, which is one of the ways I've built my list to the size that it is the forward to friend link. Now, why would they not want to include a forward to friend link? Well, because they have an agenda of getting you to opt in. Okay, we're going to go into why opt-in is really not the best way to go. So I like Pro the best. Why do I like Pro the best? Because when I compose an email, okay, I can send to, like, I just did a little test today and I said, okay, I have 245 groups, and over here, these are all the names of my groups rather than, okay, so typically with most opt-in services, you don't have the ability to target specific groups. You can't really cross-promote. It kind of makes it a problem. If you know, the ability to segment is also very limited. The other thing I like about Pro email services is they have email click maps and advanced reporting. Like the service we use, look at this, 17% of our clicks clicked on the Facebook Join Our Event tab, and this was a follow-up letter. This is an actual campaign we ran last week for one of our clients. Okay, so my big list in Pro has 34,562 Gmails, 29,831 Yahoos, 19,488 Hotmails. So basically the big three free is about half of my list. Okay, that is huge. Now let me show you an actual case study. I did a solo ad for one of my clients last week about a wine club event that we did. I emailed a segment of my list that I believe was interested in this, a solo ad of 43,116 invitations. On average, we got a 4.83% open, but out of that, only one person out of 43,116 invitations opened it on Gmail. Now, friends, I see this as a problem. I see this as a huge problem. Okay? Now, our first follow-up I mean, how many of you guys out there would like to have a 42.18% open rate? Okay, that's because we deal with professionals, we deal with business owners, and our first follow-up of the people who opened the first initial letter had a 42.18% open rate, and the Gmail subscriber simply was never heard from again. The second follow-up, which we sent out a few additional emails to build the list even higher, we got a similar open rate of 37.18%. So what is my conclusion? Well, after follow-ups on 4 email solo ad series, we generated 2,091 leads for my client. Okay, none of them are on Gmail. They're all business owners. Now we're working with the client on building a value-based video series that will be giving value to those 2,000 people and signing them up into the wine club as wine club members. So none of them use free email services, not a single one. So let me ask you this: why are you guys using free email services when they're not responsive? So here's the problem. The problem is immunity. Okay, this is something that is not going to go away. In fact, it's predicted. If you ever read a book by Kurzweil, who's the inventor of the Kurzweil keyboard and also of voice recognition, he talks about immunity as the biggest problem facing our digital age today. What's going to happen is we will become immune to messages. We will be immune to, because we're being inundated with so much garbage, that we will also start missing out on the important letters, the mission critical information that is vital to our business. And immunity is defined as the ability of an organism to resist a particular infection or toxin by the action of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells. Friends, every single free email service, their entire agenda right now is to build immunity from you being able to reach those people directly through any email bulk service whatsoever. It doesn't matter whether you're on Aweber, it doesn't matter whether you're on GetResponse, whether you're on MailChimp, you simply are not able to reach their inbox, period, unless you ask them to do so at the very, very beginning of when they first opt in. Now, the marketer's dilemma is we can't reach you anymore. Okay? So what's the response? This thing called funnels. One of the biggest product launches that I was involved in the last couple of weeks is something called ClickFunnels. And a friend of mine signed up for that, and then he got a refund. Shout out to you, Scott, for having the courage to do so. Problem is, the response from marketers is they're going to send you more frequently. They're going to send you not just one email per week, as we used to, or one email per month, as it was the standard maybe a year ago. They're going to start sending you 6, 7, 8 emails per day. So what happens then is you have the same person with 8 emails, you're more likely going to open them up. And there's a couple of marketers that they do this extremely well and they make lots of money doing it. But this is not sustainable. The second response is this idea of funnels. A funnel is basically says, okay, give us your email address, and then we're going to send you a series. We're not going to give you the whole thing. We're just going to tease you, and tease you, and tease you, and tease you in order for you to open our emails over time, and you'll eventually start to pay attention to all of us. And then the final thing is social media and something called retargeting. All these are advanced concepts, but these are simply adaptations. And my friends, we are even now getting immune to funnels. The problem is now we can't even send an email to someone unless it's a funnel. I get 3 to 4 new funnel offers per day, every single day. Do you? So I can help you understand the marketer's perspective because I am a marketer and I'm frustrated. And if you're using Gmail, you're basically been deleted from my list because there's no point in me sending it to you unless I have you in a funnel. Sorry. So I'm going to be teaching you guys the strategy of how to effectively use Gmail and how to never deal with spam ever again. So let me go to the next slide. This is a survey we sent out to my list. How many times per day do you check the internet for information? A whopping 75%, it's actually a little bit over 75%, like 76% visit the internet more than 10 times per day. Okay? People are hitting the internet a lot, and the biggest reason why they go check on it is their email, or they check on something else. Now, 4 to 10 times per day was a little bit under 20%, and the people who use the internet daily is 5%, and there's one person who sort of comes in a few times a year. Okay. But no one really answered weekly, and no one really answered a few times per month. This is an overwhelming statistic, and it's pretty shocking, I would say. Okay, so what is the biggest barrier for people doing business with you? This is what our customers said: reaching our customers. Okay, reaching our customers is the #1 problem. Okay, so here's the problem. You have a customer, they've bought from you, or they've subscribed to your newsletter, and now they no longer pay attention to it because they're getting so many other things in their inbox. Friends, this is not a problem that's going to go away. Okay, losing deals to your competitors was not really as important. Explaining your offer, that's good conversion. Pre-existing vendor relationships and other. But the #1 problem that people are facing is reaching their customers, reaching their existing customers. We're not even talking about reaching new customers. Okay. When we surveyed our list, 57.14% have 3 or more email accounts. Now, this is shocking because a lot of people think, oh, I just have one email address and I'm going to put everything in there. Okay. Peter, I don't know if you're on right now, but if you are, unmute. This is your slide. I'm going to talk to you about the Interim Solution, thanks to my friend Peter.
Hi, Victor. Nice to see you on today.
Are you finding this information shocking?
It is shocking. I've never seen it graphed out like that, and it's definitely eye-opening to know that Gmail, and with its 48 million users or some ridiculous amount like that, have, stock market is basically dead in their tracks. So
completely dead in their tracks.
Needs to be different, and that's where you have to target marketers where there's no big brother looking after them. There's no one deciding who gets to read your message or not, and that's why using text messaging, because everyone's got a mobile phone and everyone's carrying it around with them. They're checking it so many times a day, and SMS is a 97% delivery rate, and 97% of those SMSs are opened within the first 5 minutes. It's easy. It's just a no-brainer.
Yeah, and so you created interactive texting, and we decided as EarthGrid we're going to go ahead and make that available at the lowest price anywhere on the internet through interactivetexting.com. And tell us, there's a 1-hour webinar that we did a little while ago, and I want everyone who's watching this to pop on over to interactivetexting.com and make the $7 investment and go get the service yourself. But before you do that, get on my VIP list. Just simply text the words VIP to 650-294-8031. Many of you are showing up here on the webinar tonight live because you're on my VIP list. And my friends, if you are not going to do this, I'm simply not going to send you any more email, because it's a waste of time and money, and there's, all it really does is make us look bad, and there's a lot of problems with it. When you start sending mass emails and people start unsubscribing, or they inadvertently say this is spam, that can ban your domain name. It can ban you from getting all of your junk mail. Even your business mail is going to end up in people's junk mail. Friends, I'm simply not going to email you anymore. That's basically my declaration to you. You can reach me on text the VIP list to 650-294-8031. And if you want to set it up for yourself, visit interactivetexting.com. Go ahead. It's a 1-hour video. You can watch it. Sign up right there online. And then, Peter, what will you do for people if they go and sign up? You set up everybody with the system you set up for me, and I've just been so happy with it.
That's right. They sign up for their offer and they get to experience interactive texting and interactive text response and set up their own campaigns and see how it all works for them. And that, we give them their own 10-digit number, and that's their number for life. They can have unlimited keywords, which in our sense it means unlimited campaigns. So you can have lists of people from different segments, exactly like you do with email marketing, except instead of delivering emails, we're now delivering it via SMS. And the beauty of it is that these people want to receive this information because they've opted in to receive it, right? So we make sure that the information that you do send out is relevant to them, it's targeted, so that the people who get your messages want to receive them because it's value for them.
Excellent. Thank you. Okay, so that is the first half of our seminar. So the next half, what I'm going to be talking about is the greatest impact, is tonight's topic, educating people how to properly manage your inbox. My goal tonight is to teach you how to manage your inbox effectively. Why? Because I want to help you get work done. I'd like you to be social. I want you to be responsive. And I want to have a lot of fun with you guys. The catch? It's you. It's your routine behavior. Okay? And the hardest thing to do with a culture is to make them change. Okay? And I'm just going to be really straight with you guys. The marketers won't change their behavior. They're not. They're going to hit you up with more email. They're going to hit you up with more funnels. And no matter how many adaptations to immunity, funnels, tripwires, double opt-ins, or other workarounds, the problem won't go away, but will get bigger and worse until you learn how to manage your information and be responsible. That's it, period. And some of you will become marketers on our team. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because one of the biggest complaints that I've had with people when they join our marketing team is they say, oh my God, I'm getting a flood of emails. I can't handle it. And so if that's your pain, I'm going to teach you how to do that in the next 20 minutes. And some of you will take the 21-day blogging challenge with us. Now, what is the 21-day blogging challenge? Well, I've done this before. I personally did a 21-day blogging challenge, which is where you commit to blogging every single day for 21 days. And these are my results the last time I did this using my software called Search Triggers. I got 50 times my traffic after the end of the 21 days. And then that same blog doubled the traffic again after 90 days. That's the power of doing a 21-day blogging challenge. And over 2,000 have already said yes to the blogging challenge. So will you be one? So which of you says yes? Please write it in the comments below. Please say yes in the comments below if you're ready to take the challenge. And if so, put in your website address and I will reach out to you. I'm going to be putting up a link where you're going to be able to go ahead and get started with the blogging challenge in a moment. But in the meantime, you got to go download that PDF, because that PDF in the upper right-hand corner is going to go away. So we, the collective blogging community, want to be your mentor. And I have to tell you, you will need a mentor and you will need a role model. So who do you think is my role model? Go ahead and let's take a few guesses from people on the panel. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, come back to you on camera, and just say hi for a little bit to see how you guys are doing. And meanwhile, I'm going to go and swap this thing out. Sue.
Yes.
Camera's on you.
Huh. So who do I think your mentor is?
Yeah. Not my mentor, but who do you think? I would say who is our who were you on my hangout yesterday? Some of you guys were on my hangout yesterday, and I was saying, who is my role model? What is the person, place, thing, or hint, animal that I'm modeling this after?
We say companies here?
No, no, it's not a company.
Okay.
All right.
And I don't want to give out names either then. Leaders' names.
No, 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 no.
So, yeah, I'm not sure what I should say on a recorded webinar.
Okay. Pete, what about
Alex
you?
Mendosian. Alex Mendosian?
Alex is a great mentor, and I love Alex dearly, but no, this is a four-legged creature. We have a four-legged creature that we're modeling this entire campaign after. Actually, many of us are. Um, and I'm going to go through a series of slides now and show you the power of this four-legged creature. And I hope you will have as much fun sharing this creature as I've had. Okay, so let me go back in and share my screen. Okay, go ahead and let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yep, it's up.
Okay, great. The cheetah. The cheetah is the symbol for the role model for us to model after as we move from a overwhelmed email, just a society, into a highly efficient, targeted, focused online marketing top producer society. This was also the symbol for the top producer formula. And I really, really hats off to Dave for choosing that symbol, and all the folks over at Flip It Live, Mars, and the CMO for coming up with this concept. So I'm going to take this concept as far as we can possibly take it in the time that we have. So, what are the characteristics of the cheetah? Well, first of all, it has to do with speed, elegance, focus, and challenge. And some of these slides I went in the webinar yesterday when we were talking about the 21-day blogging challenge, but they equally apply to email marketing. And so I'm going to go through some very specific action tips, and you guys want to grab a pencil or a pen and paper and write these down, because this is going to make the world of a difference for you. Okay? And many of you guys know that I'm not a real huge fan of Gmail, but I'm going to ask you all, for a very specific reason, the first step I want you to do is go create a brand new Gmail account. Regardless of whether you already have a Gmail account, go create a brand new one. Okay? Just don't give the email address to anyone. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do with it at the end of this, as we progress. Okay? Then I want you to go buy a new domain name, preferably with a .net extension. Forget .com. Just use .net. .net is for networking. Okay? It's cooler, it's more hip, and it's older than .com. Okay? It actually has more traction than .com. And there's more of them available. You can get really, really great domain names under .net, where the .com is already parked by one of these domain brokers. And here's one of the tips that I do. I go and buy the .net name, and I use it only if I see one of those brokers. You know those brokers that sell you like names for like $1,000, $2,000? If you ever make enough money, you can always go back and buy that .com name, and he'll sell it to you for less, because once you build traction behind .net, you've proven it doesn't really matter. So that's one of my ninja tactics. Then you want to get 3 emails at you.net, okay? And finally, you're going to want to get an autoresponder if you don't already have one. So I'm going to give you a place where you can go, and this is my sister company, earthgrid.name, okay? Go to earthgrid.name, not .com. We created a special partnership with the same data center that provides GoDaddy. In fact, we can help you get credit on your unused GoDaddy stuff, and you can even apply that credit, get your refunds, whatever. The same staff that answers the phone in the same building as GoDaddy, you can go get it. And the reason we did this was we wanted to undercut GoDaddy's prices, provide better support, better value, lower wait times, and you also get on my list, my buyers list. Friends, I'm not going to talk to you if you're an opt-in. I'm not going to talk to you if you're not a customer. You don't have access to me, but you do if you're a customer. And I only talk to customers, and that's the attitude you want to have, okay? So if you want to be a customer, you want to pop on over to earthgrid.name, buy yourself a domain name. Sue, you're one of our customers, and you've been happy with all of our services. Tell us a little bit about your experience in working with us.
Oh, it's been great. Anytime I've had any issues at all, I just call in and they take over. And they're pleasant. I've never had any problems, and I've actually helped a couple of other marketers who have purchased domain names through different companies, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's what you've got? You need to come over to EarthGrid. They really value customer service, and it's quick. When I make a change or subdomain name, anything I make a change, it's fast. Everything's just awesome. Great service.
Yeah, so that they offer web hosting, domain names, WordPress hosting, and most of all, you can see right down here, spam-free email for 84 cents a month. Okay, so do you guys have 84 cents per month to spend on having so much of your pain taken away from your online activity, and have a 24/7 concierge who will help you with your setup on your phone, on your tablet, as long as you want? You could sit there and talk to them for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, as long as it needs to get you done whatever you have. So I want no more excuses from anybody to not have you at you.net, okay? Period. Now, here are my strategies. Once you have your 3 email addresses, this is what I recommend you do. Create one called affiliate at you.net, because most of my friends and colleagues are all involved with affiliate offers. Why? Because you want emails from affiliate offers, but you don't want them mixing with your business, and you certainly don't want the same mailbox with your opt-ins going to your affiliate offers. So earlier I gave you my private spam email address. It's not you at you.net. It's another extension we have, but it's very short. So you want to use your first name at you.net and put all of your opt-ins in there, okay? Every single time you're asked for an opt-in, put it in that address and never deviate. And then you want to use some super secret. It could be like you.lastname, or some special, like I know David Wood's private email address because I saw him do it in a webinar in the 15K formula. It was a lot of fun. I've never emailed him, but I know what it is. I love you, Dave. And that super secret email address is your business address. You only give that to maybe 10 or 15 or 30 people on your team, okay? You might also have another one called customers or sales, okay, depending on your size. I recommend you go all out and get like 10 email addresses, and they have unlimited space, guys. For a minimal amount of money, you can have 10 email addresses with unlimited space at earthgrid.name. So pop on over there and go take care of that, okay? And I'll help you with your marketing. So let's continue. Now, all of your social media should go to Gmail. Never, ever, 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 ever put social media in any of those above 3 email addresses. You will get completely overwhelmed, and it will waste a lot of time. Gmail, it has the best filters of any system out there. They have built the ultimate immune system. There is no possible way that anything will end up in your inbox in Gmail except, guys, let me just be straight with you. If you want to reach someone on Gmail, you have to be using Gmail to reach them. Okay? That's just what's so. And hats off to Gmail for creating such a great service, but it's terrible for marketers, and there's nothing that we can do about it. It's not going to change. So, what do you do with all this email? Well, you study your prey. This is why I use the cheetah. Who is your prey? For me, it is other marketers. Other marketers are my prey. Why? Because they're most of my customers. I help marketers. That's my job. I am a support system for marketers. Okay? So here's my daily routine. My daily routine is I check my social media on my phone. Why? There's no ads. Even my Gmail account doesn't have ads on my phone. It's neatly organized for me. I've got nice little pictures of all my friends and everything like that. And then after I've finished checking all my social stuff, my Facebook stuff, my Google Plus stuff, I do it all on my phone. And I do it leisurely while I'm having a cup of coffee and I'm enjoying the sunshine or having a nice time. I never have a problem with it. I do it all on my phone. When I sit down at my desk, I check my business email. Okay? Okay? I only check my business email. There's no junk in my email. I have absolutely zero junk mail. Zero. Absolutely none. Because no one has my business email unless they're on at least a $2,000 a month retainer. That's basically it. They don't get that email address unless they are willing to put us on a retainer. Okay. Thirdly, check affiliate emails. I go to my affiliate offers. I check to see what affiliate groups that I'm part of, and I go see what announcements they have for me. I don't go looking at junk mail. Okay? Where I look at my junk mail is in step number 4. I make new rules for my opt-in box. So I go through and I see all the new offers that I've opted in, and I study them. So therefore I can see, oh, okay, my friend Vic sent me an email on Sunday about his event on Tuesday. Then he sent me another one on Monday. He sent me another one on Tuesday. He sent me another one at 3 p.m. on Tuesday, 1 hour before the event on Tuesday, and then as the event was starting. So I have 7 emails from my friend Vic. Now I can start to uncover the pattern of my opt-in box and learn. And so when I'm sitting down and looking at it, I see all of the emails from an individual person rather than seeing all this mishigash or just it's this random garbage that I can't make any sense about it. Okay, so number 5, my daily routine is based on everything that I did in steps number 1 to 4. I'm now inspired to write my blog post because I now know what's hot, what's trending, what topics are out there, and because I check my affiliate emails, I probably will buy one of the products that the affiliate email has, and then I sell it right away. Guys, I am the easiest person to sell to. I buy an affiliate offer almost every single day. I buy some new little, JV Zoo or some affiliate product every single day. The difference between me and you is I sell multiple times every single affiliate offer that I buy. So if you sell me something, I'm going to sell it multiple times of what you paid for it. So I never have issues with, it doesn't matter if a buy-in to go all in is $4,000, I will sell it multiple times. And I know how to do that. You want to adopt the leadership mindset. So you buy all kinds of offers and you sell them again. Buy them and sell them. Buy them and sell them. Then what we do is after we have our blog post, we share it on social media. Just share it. Share your blog post. Get that out there. And then I sit down, I write a broadcast email, and I send it out to all my groups. That's my routine. It's my daily routine. Okay? So I'd love some feedback from you guys, and then I'm going to go into the mindset shift. What do you guys think? I want all of you guys to click the button in the upper right-hand corner or below this video, depending on where you're watching this, and purchase for $7 the Top Producer Formula Checklist Handbook, because we are going to be doing a webinar like this, and there's a couple of bonuses I'm going to give you guys if you do this. Number 1, I'm going to give you guys access to search triggers, and you're going to be access to our webinars. Number two, I'm going to give you access to the email software that I use, that my private email software that only is reserved for my top producers. And number three, you're going to get a training where I'm going to bring your email strategy up. I'm going to show you my email strategy with a screen share. We're going to be doing this in Adobe Connect, only for top producer customers. And guys, we're going to have a VIP meeting as well. And I'll be very, very honest with you. The $7 only gets you the report. It's part of a funnel. Remember, I talked about funnels earlier, and I want you guys to buy every single product that comes in on that funnel. And those of you that do that will get another bonus from me that is worth thousands of dollars, that I'm going to be bringing an elite group of 10 of you to hang out with me in person at an event. But that's only for people who go all in. Anyway, so what do you think about this so far? Love to have your comments if you're watching this online. I'm going to go ahead and we've only got, oh, actually we're right on time, so we're doing well. What do you think about this, guys? Is this a good webinar? You guys having fun? I've definitely held the audience here. Sue, camera's on you.
I was just going over my notes, actually. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah. You know, it's so important to have that daily routine and also to be involved in affiliate marketing.
Okay, so I'm going to allow any of you guys, if you want to come in here, I'm going to put the participant link up, so if you guys want to join us, you can. If not, you can come back. Next week, we'll be having another event. You want to get on our VIP list. I'm going to show you, one of the things I'm also going to show you once you join our Top Producer Formula Mastermind, I'm going to show you a little tip that you can do in here. It's called the Hangout Toolbox. And actually, I'd have to stop the broadcast and come back in because it's not working right now. So let me go ahead, and I'm getting Skypes. A whole bunch of people are Skyping me saying, great webinar, having a fantastic time. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's forget about that tip. I'm just going to go into the next tip here. If you guys are having value from this, please write your comments below the video. I'd like to hear from you. I want to know a little bit more about you. Listen, I put this together for you. I'm here to serve you. And I'm here to serve you. And if you're on my team, I'm here to serve you and the people you sign up on my team. Even if you're not on my team, or you're in Paul's team, or you're in Alicia's team, or you're on Sue's team, or you're on David's team. Doesn't matter whose team you're on, this information is going to help you. That's why we're doing this as an evergreen webinar series, and we're going to make this available for all of you guys to share freely. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about the next thing that is on my... Sue, I want to put the camera on you just for a second while I copy and paste this link. Well, I guess I could just... You know, you look kind of dumb when you're looking at the computer. You're looking at your keyboard to hit the Control-C. I mean, that's just what happens, you know. So I'm going to put this technology in here. I'm going to go in here under the chat message, and I would say, join us live here, and I'm going to put in the link so you guys can join us live here. I'm just going to update that real quick. Okay. So now you guys can go ahead and join us live. I'm just going to go back to screen share. We're going to finish this PowerPoint. This is the third and final section, so we're going to finish the Hangout promptly on time. Okay, so here we go. Okay, you seeing my screen now?
Yes.
Sue, okay,
Yeah.
great. All right, here we go. Mindset shift. Mindset shift. Speak to groups rather than individuals. Many of you people out there in email land are replying to people one by one by one by one by one by one by one. You're sitting there answering your emails. I'm going to suggest to you that you shift your mindset. Don't talk to people one-on-one unless they're your customers or your clients. Instead, learn to speak to groups rather than individuals. So I'm going to go through, these are the most gangster tips on email management that you'll ever see. I guess some of them could be applied to marketing, but I'm just going to give you a couple of tips here. And this is, you're probably never going to see this anywhere else because the marketers do not want you to know this stuff. Number one, never unsubscribe. What? Never unsubscribe. Why? Because once you unsubscribe, that marketer cannot contact you anymore by law, or else they'll face fines. But here's what they will do. I don't do this, but others do this, and I know who they are, and they know who they are. They will sell your email to a broker. Okay? They will sell your name, your email, and everything else to a broker. In fact, most solo ads are comprised of opt-out emails. That's why I'm not a huge fan of solo ads, because they're all the opt-out emails of all the marketers that don't want those email addresses anymore. I know I'm very disrupting I'm rattling your cage, but that's just what's so. And they are over-marketed, they've been over-spammed, they've been over... Let me tell you a true story. I bought a solo ad from someone, and the very next day, almost the same email address about the exact same affiliate offer came into my mailbox from someone else that was pitching the exact same offer. That means that they were getting offer after offer after offer after offer after offer of the exact same thing. One of my subscribers emailed me back. He said, Vic, my email address has been spammed into oblivion. I created a new email address. I'm not giving it to anyone. Well, that's what happens when you don't follow the strategies that I'm outlined right here. Okay? Number two, never opt in with your social or business email address. Never. Never, 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 never. Why? You'll start getting junk, which will distract you from your business. Number three, never delete messages. I have a client, true story, I went to his house. He's obsessed with going through his AOL inbox and deleting all the messages. It's an absolute waste of time. Sort them into folders instead using AutoSort. And when you join our top producer team, I will show you exactly how I do it and the software I use to auto-sort my emails. It's not a problem. I have neatly organized lists from every single marketer that I subscribe to. And then I study them when I need inspiration. If you start deleting your messages, you're not going to see the trends of all the marketers that are sending you email. Tip number four, use Skype or iPass-2 Messenger. You'll see on the links on the sidebar, if you're watching this live webinar, there is a link to go sign up for iPass-2. Now go back to the person who sent you to this video and ask them about iPass-2. iPass-2 is created by Chris Jones. I love you, Chris. I appreciate you. And I think it's the coolest system on the planet that will revolutionize our ability to follow up with our contacts. Guys, I don't even answer my email. I don't even check my email. I use Skype first to see what's going on in my world, my old world, and then I use iPass-2 Messenger because I care more about my customers than I do about all these prospects and junk mailers. Why? Keeps you focused on people who are customers and buyers rather than leads. Okay. Number five, don't talk to prospects, only to buyers. You got to learn email marketing to learn how to convert prospects into buyers without them talking to you. You're going to go crazy trying to scale your business if you don't do this. Number six, build a buyers list. And friends, talk to buyers differently than you do to prospects. Honestly, once someone becomes a buyer, I delete them from my opt-in email service and I bring them over to my big list. I bring them over my big list because I don't want to accidentally send them some sort of, hey, check this out kind of email. I want to respect my buyers, my customers, and I want to speak to them differently than I do to my prospects. And at most, give them your best, give them all your best stuff and pitch them once per week at most. You want to honor them, give them lots of value, and they will come back to you in spades. And number 7, send people to your blog. I don't know why people send people to their website. People don't want to see your website. They want to see your blog. They want to see you writing stories about your website. Spend more time blogging and less time answering emails. I've done this several times. I've taken an email, a long email that I wrote to a client, one of the retainer clients, and then I go ahead and I cancel it. I don't send it. I paste it into my blog. I turn it into a blog post, and I say, hey, I just wrote this blog post inspired by your question. Check it out. See, leaders inspire groups. You want to be a leader, and that's what it means to be a top producer. So I want you all to go click the button to the right or below this video and take advantage of the 21-day blogging challenge. Now, 21-day blogging challenge is only available to customers of the customers of the. I can't say the name of the company in a Google Hangout, otherwise the YouTube video will be flagged. But if you click the button in the upper right-hand corner, you will get access to that company and all of its information and all of its products. They are the ones that have funded the 21-day blogging challenge. They've created tools. I will be personally doing that with a group of people, and I want all of you guys to come with me and hang out together. We're not going to do this in Google Hangouts. We're going to do it inside of Adobe Connect Pro. So on that note, I would like to thank you for coming to tonight. Once again, you want to click this I already covered in yesterday's Hangout. You guys can watch the replay once you become a customer of the Top Producer Formula. If you want to join the challenge, you got to choose your date, and for friends to help you, create your list of ideas, gather your resources, post daily, promote your post, repeat 5 and 6 for 21 days, and you want to refine your titles. And all of you guys are going to get also a bonus of my software search triggers. And then this is a slide of what you're going to write about. I already covered that yesterday. I want you to think outside the box. This is what we're going to be doing in the challenge. We're going to focus on Hangouts and podcasts. Video Blog Sensation is my book. You guys can go pop on over to videoblogsensation.com and go get it. You want to be a Gus blogger and you want to focus on summaries. So it's only $7 to get started with the Top Producer Formula. Go ahead and click the button, fill out the account information, put in the billing details, and here's a couple of things you're going to get. You're going to get 5 secrets from a top producer revealed. No matter what industry you're in, no matter what you're offering to people, these are the 5 unbreakable commandments. I have to tell you, I have been listening to this. First of all, when you buy the Top Producer Formula, the video, not just the $7 entry-level thing, when you actually buy the product, the entire video series, you will see me in the front row shaking David Wood's hand in the first minute of the video series. Okay, I'm right there, sitting right next to Chris Rushlow. I was there live when this product was being created. It is the most powerful product that you could buy for your business to help you close sales, and it is the core of everything that we're now focusing on in this community. And not only have I watched the video, okay, look at this. I was there live. I've watched the videos, and I have it on a thumb drive that I'm driving around in my car listening to it on repeat, because these are the keys that I want to build into my subconscious to help me produce massive results in my business. And you can do that too. It only costs $7 to get started, and all the additional information will be delivered to you automatically once you go ahead and get that. So big shout out to our latest top producers. I'm going to stop sharing here and come back to you guys on camera. I'm going to bring up my my inbox right here and give a couple of names, and congratulations to all of you who have taken the challenge of the Top Producer Formula with me and will be blogging with me. And these are the newest members of our community here. As I do that, I'm sitting here trying to log in. so I can pull up all the names of people here. Sue, what did you think about this?
I think it was awesome. Really, it was, yeah, it was very valuable, great information. And I am actually, it's almost 8 o'clock. I've got to get on a hangout.
Yeah, I know. We all are going into the team building formula, which is the second video after the top producer formula, and that's actually starting in 1 minute. I have to be on that as well. But let me in the last remaining minute, I would like to acknowledge a few people that have had the courage to join us in the top producer formula. And I'm going into my back office here. I'm not sharing my screen. I'm just going to go and go into my account. Let's go in here and take a look at my team. And let's go into top producer formula. Okay. There it is. Okay. Okay, Suzanne Dion, thank you for joining us in our team. Alan King, thank you for joining us in our team. Jermaine Hernandez, thank you for being in the top producer formula. And I also want to acknowledge, let's see, Alice Langholt, thank you for being on our top producer team. Justine Hernandez, thank you for being on our team. And Richard Bliss, you were the first one that made that decision most recently. I'm going to be giving you a particularly special shout out because you are a top producer. And if you'd like to be a top producer as well, please click the button below or to the right of this, join our team, and I will be seeing you in the Adobe Connect Pro Hangout, where we will be doing screen shares and helping you get started with your online business. I'm Vic. Live long and prosper.